The people of Henford-on-Bagley are a proud people. They may be a small town living the cottage lifestyle, but they know their history and are proud of their founder, Lord Volpe. It was a long time ago when Lord Volpe founded Finchwick. He had traveled all the way from a land known as Cordelia Kingdom, and he fell in love with the area so much that he decided to move there and erect a new town which would become Finchwick. There already existed a suitable estate in the area. It was a castle of sorts, and rumor has it that it had once been inhabited by ancient druids. Some people say Lord Volpe drove the druids from the isle. Others say the druids were long gone by the time Lord Volpe showed up and took the castle for his own. No one seems to know the truth of the matter, other than the fact that the druids had once existed. It was said that they left for a place which was not easily traveled to by the normal world. Apparently it was a place on an entirely different plane of existence, only traversable through a magical door said to be set by a waterfall. Town gossip dictates that the reason people go exploring in the Bramblewood is to look for this magical door, though it has never been found there. Some Sims seem to think that it is near the waterfall in the Bramble. There is no proof one way or the other, and Sims can commonly be seen looking for it. Today the castle is in ruins, but it had once been a lush estate filled with treasures and surrounded by topiaries, which Lord Volpe made himself. He loved topiaries and was often seen talking to his creations. In fact, it is said that he spoke to his creations so often that he became estranged from his own family, preferring the quiet conversations which they provided. Makes you wonder about the stories we don't know about with regard to Lord Volpe's family, as they appear to be no descendants from his line still living in the area. The topiaries, on the other hand, seem to have bridged the gap of time from the past to the present. Yes, those topiaries seem to be doing just fine. Anyways, soon after Lord Volpe established Finchwick, the Great Sloth Invasion of Cordelia Kingdom began. Refugees who came through the area seeking asylum spoke of the horrors of the invasion and the damage it had done. Even the Princess Cordelia was forced to flee the city, only to take what she could carry. The Great Sloth Invasion was ever so slow, but it was relentless. The damage it had done was great and irreversible. The princess could not return to her castle, and had no choice but to continue her journey searching for a new home. When Cordelia came to visit the area of Henford-on-Bagley, she was welcomed by Lord Volpe, who was already aware of her plight through the town gossip. He had been out telling one of his favorite topiaries an adventure story about a cursed ship when they first met, and as such he gifted her with an exquisite bovine, or cow, topiary that he made himself. At first it was very difficult for Cordelia to be in exile. All the people and things she loved were gone. She lost all of her staff and servants, and even the jazz band she was in could not be saved, having died in the invasion. Her entire way of life changed, and though she had been able to save a great many pieces of her exquisite gems and jewelry, she found them to now be absolutely useless. Even the townspeople had no interest in such things. They put a much higher value on cross-stitch and rainbow wool and spicy milk, and eventually Cordelia decided to gift her jewelry to some rabbits and wild birds which she had befriended. Though things seemed hard at first, the princess came to enjoy the simpler life. She found solace in the cottage by the top of the waterfall, which had been offered to her by Lord Volpe. He had come to like her very much. She reminded him of the time when he lived in that kingdom. Plus, she seemed not to mind that he spoke a lot about the gossip which his topiaries told him about, them being privy to what happens in the Bramble, while Sims think no one is looking. In fact, he became so pleased with her visits that he named the waterfall after her, henceforth being known as Cordelia Falls in her honor. Nowadays, the castle ruins are a place for picnics and exploration, and life here in Henford moves at a slower pace. People are kind and friendly. They raise animals, grow oversized crops, and of course attend and participate in the town fairs. Though there are no descendants to continue Lord Volpe's legacy, his memory lives on through beloved topiaries. Even to this day, you can see topiaries decorating the village around the time of the Finchwick Fair, so be sure to stop in around that time so you can see them for yourselves. Oh, and when you do, don't forget to bring your juiciest gossip. There have been stories of the creature keeper and some kind of love triangle, but that is a tale for another day.